Berlin. The city I have called my home for more than 7 centuries now. I was there when the first foundations were laid for a metropolis that would later become the pride of Prussia, the crown jewel of the German Empire. My love for this place runs as deep as the river Spree that flows through its heart, cutting itself an important lifeline underneath many stone bridges with tall spires. Such crossings form an easy target for creatures like me, who feed on its passengers, just like I did one stormy night in 1922, when a young pup wandered into my territory. I went in for the kill, but the boy had deceived me. It was raining, nobody was around. I had really expected him to be an easy target, but this agile plaything drew a knife on me, and he writhed himself from my grasp. "Take me to your lair," he demanded, the knife outstretched in front of him. "I want to see where you live, freak." I smiled at him, flashing my fangs. I knew this man. He was Hans Beringer, reporter for the Berliner Tageblatt. He wanted an interview, and when Hans had its sights set on a story, he wouldn't let go. So I had no choice but to turn the tables on him. I let him have his scoop, so I could have him.
Nice place you've got. And who would have expected you keep house in one of the towers of the Oberbaum Bridge? Very clever.
Thank you, that is very kind. I wouldn't expect someone as young as yourself to appreciate my old world style.
And you really thought I wouldn't find you up here?
The courtesy of inviting you in is mine. I couldn't leave a cute boy like you out in the pouring rain.
A cute boy like me?
Soft lips, silky smooth skin. You don't look a day over 16.
I'm 18, sir. I'm a grown man.
Such a pity. The younger they are, the sweeter their juice. But don't worry, you still look like a delicious treat to me.
Stay away from me, you monster!
Vampire. I'm not a monster. Monsters have no class whatsoever. My kind is centuries old. We age like fine wine, Hans.
So you know my name? Then you must have also figured out that I'm doing a story on you, the Shadow of Oberbaum Bridge. So please tell me more about yourself, vampire. How old are you really?
I am old, very old. Many thousands of years old, even. Berlin's age is but a fraction of my entire lifespan. But I was human once, and even after all those years, my humanity hasn't left me completely.
I feel sorry for you. It must be hard to survive everyone you've ever known. Do you even have a name that you can remember?
My name cannot be spoken, for the language it comes from is lost to time. Even I can't remember it any longer, but it is related to an ancient form of Mesopotamian speech, one used mainly for funeral rites.
That old? I never knew there were creatures on this earth that could live for such a long time. How many lives have you lived so far?
Many lives, but they're all half-lives, really. Nothing can make me whole again. I cannot even stand the light of day or step into the splendor of God's house. I do not feel like a child of the devil. I have been made into one by the priest that sired me. He forced this on me. I had no choice. The disease he gave me is a curse on my being.
That after all those years of torture, you still believe in a god. That's admirable, sir. How does this curse even work? What does it do to you exactly?
The curse runs deep, and I am not the only carrier. If you drink my blood, or that of any other like me, you will gain eternal life, but at a harrowing cost. You will need to feed on your former kin, drink their life juices from their pulsing veins to gain sustenance for a few nights. Then you'll have to do it again, and again, and again, and again. An eternal spiral of unspeakable sin.
That sounds awful. Though I am curious to the process now. How do you go about feeding? It seems like you've had enough time to develop a routine. Would you care to elaborate?
Yes, my number one rule is don't kill if you don't have to. I take no pleasure in ending someone's life, but I'm afraid I have done it on some rare occasions. Don't fret, this was mainly to protect myself from those with malicious intent. You must understand, there are many who rather see me dead than alive. Luckily, apart from a few minor things, almost nothing can end me.
Why would anyone want to end someone as kind as you? Never mind what I just said. We have to wrap it up here. Any last message to our readers?
I just want them to know that I adore them. They make me what I am today, and without them I would be hopelessly lost. So thank you, readers. I appreciate your part in my story. Come into my arms.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, please. Oh, sir.
You're mine now.
Yes. Oh, sir.